Hello and welcome aboard the B-57B, the American 8.0 jet bomber. And in fact, it is a very good jet bomber as it features the highest ordnance or payload on any jet fighter in the game as far as I know. Now it's just outdone by the Tu-4, but that is technically a prop and we know how special the Tu-4 is. More on that in a moment. What I want to show you today is, a sequence of scenes that show you how this plane basically works. And it's not a plane review, but I want to go into how to use it and also how to work around its existing as bomber. Now this first scene here on Korea actually shows the three perfect steps of how to play a jet bomber. And certain people might agree, disagree how to exactly play them and if to play them at all, but I want to spade them and that's it. And I don't want to waste my time in ground forces because I want to research stuff efficiently. So in tank wise I go into AB. I just do it for the tank reviews in realistic battles, but I get my casual ace because realistic is so much more challenging. Yeah. The thing is this: the B-57B has one ace up on its sleeve, and those are rockets. And even the mighty Tu-4 can't withstand them. So that's my first victim. Now I'm already more MVP than all those allied pilots that crash at the beginning of the start, and I bomb the first mini base. I call them mini bases or bombing targets, whatever. 4 bombs because 3 bombs are not enough because those are American bombs or whatever. And the second load of 4 bombs on the second base. Now the first 4 bombs are mounted in a rotating bomb bay, which is rather unique on this plane and is actually not good. I dislike this. Why? Well, it takes some time until it fulfilled the 180 degree and then the bombs get released, all 4 of them if you click them 4 times at once. So it has to do a little bit of experience how to actually work around this, as the lead for the lead does not work. Now this was the second part, doing your bombing job, and I recommend to focus on the bombing targets, as they are big targets and pay off the most. And the third part I just showed you, and that is giving a distraction for the enemy team, disturbing them in their rushing process, which the Russians like to do, obviously. And not to die in the first engagement is very, very important. And sometimes the enemy gets so impatient that they ram you. So technically those were 2 enemies taken out. The second scene is on the preparation for the landing on Hokkaido. And what I did here was tricking the enemy. Now on Korea you saw me basically climbing, but here facing the British I don't climb. I go low, and I went far left under their radar basically. And I actually counted on my team to take out the bases, but they didn't manage to do it. In other words, I was the only bomber, and I was lucky here that nobody spotted me, so I go for the first mini base again, and let's just try to make it more efficient. Now 4 bombs are a bit of a waste, 3 bombs are not enough. What can you do? Well, you have rockets, right? And this plane actually is not that slow. However, the drag of the external bomb and rocket load is drastic. And even when you got rid of it, you still have the bombing and rocket pilots, which still add a lot of drag. And you have to think, my plane is not fully upgraded. In fact, I just have at the moment I have all the weapon upgrades, and there you can see me trying to lead it with the bombing, and I actually wasted a bit of bombs here, to be honest, I think one pair was enough, but yeah, I was a bit of trigger patient. And then you can see when the bombs miss, it hurts a lot. So much to my efficiency, right? Yeah. Now the idea was this, to go behind enemy lines. And then the bomb bay, you know, screwed me over. But I still want to show it to you that you know that it is difficult, that you know what you can expect once you unlock this plane, or when you know you are playing with the thought of unlocking it. And as I mentioned, the damage model for this plane is kind of ridiculous. It takes, you know, T4 amounts of firepower to take this plane down. Now you can set it on fire, obviously, but you know, from pure high explosive shells, 30 millimeters from the Hunter or the Germans, or 20 millimeters or 50 cals, you need a lot of them, spectacular amounts of them to take it down. So, and that's it with this bombing run, and I destroyed another base. And here the Hunter doesn't want to go into a head-on, which is kind of unusual for a Hunter pilot. And now there is nothing I can do. Do I have time to go back to base? No. Do I have time to make a difference, or do I have the ability to run away? You can see how long it takes for me to... Yeah, and that was one shell. And I got rammed again, but this Hunter just flies on. So much for the damage model, right? That was another scene that I wanted to show to you. Next scene is again preparation for landing on Hokkaido, and this time the workaround worked kind of, as I went on the right side, and this time this base gets taken out very efficiently. By the way, 2 seconds of bomb delay, yeah, is what you need. And then I wanted to go straight for the main base, but still the mini bases on the other side were not taken down already, so yeah, let's take them on. Now the amount of ramming from top tier jet players that I received in this plane is off the scale. I was rammed basically every second battle, and that has to do with, I guess, the damage that this plane can take. Now this base just got bombed by 3 bombs, so that is what 3 1,000 pound bombs do. So I want to finish it off, but I see that a Canberra, probably a cannon version, comes from behind. So one set of rockets does the job of taking out the base. And the Canberra pulls off, and I'm going directly into the swarm. Oh my. I wanted to go for the base, and my teammates, you know, they were already in the vicinity. Maybe I am a distraction. Maybe I can, you know, cause the death of one of those players indirectly. And you can say and as you can see, a little bit of wiggling is all that you need. But now they are all behind me, and now arcade bomber tactics. Again, arcade tactics. Yeah, but if it works. But then, yeah, my control surfaces and wing, and another ram. Granted, I was already dead, but again a Hunter. Seems like a Hunter is the perfect counter for this aircraft by ramming. Who needs 30 mils, right? Yeah. Now there are just 4 scenes left, so yeah, let's take them on and watch them. And here I'm somewhere in the clouds over Korea, and I just wanted to show you what the damage on bases is now, thanks to the Tu-4. The rockets have barely an effect, and even the bombs make, yeah, nearly no damage. Those were 4 1,000 pounders with rockets, after I took out, you know, numerous mini bases. This is a head-on with the Me-163, and I kill him and he kills me. So there you can see how easy this plane can be taken out from the front, but how, you know, how it can bite back, so to speak. And this is also the scene where I got screwed over by, you know, the bomb bay, the rotating one. I tried to aim them perfectly. One of them falls short and one of them falls long. It's very difficult to aim them. And then my most hated enemy, Tu-4. If you don't have any rockets, don't try it, because M3 stock belts are just horrible, and the controllability of this plane, especially under fire, is everything but not existent. Yeah, and that's the B-57B for you. It is a versatile aircraft, but it's not a very enjoyable aircraft. I think bombers, jet bombers in particular, have a difficult time at the moment, and all thanks to the Tu-4. Yes, I love to rant about the Tu-4. And I think that's it for today. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this, yeah, bomber issue at the moment. Not just when you are in a fighter, but also when you're in a bomber yourself. And yeah, give this video a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and see you in the skies.